Hey, what's happening? Today, we are going to talk about how to write the ultimate job description, how it's going to help you with hiring. And when you post the job, how you can have more confidence that candidates are actually going to apply to your job ahead of some competition along the way. My name is Ryan Naylor, founder of Viva HR. We've helped over 100,000 people get jobs through our platform. We've seen a lot of great job ads, but we've seen even more bad job ads. So today we're going to talk about how do you write that job description? How do you write the job ad that can get you the best visibility? And ultimately, the conversion rate is what wins. So I'm going to dive in a little bit deeper and share with you some examples. And then let's walk through our magic formula on what we'd recommend on how you build your job. So to start off, I want to just jump to Indeed. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I did a quick search, sales associate in Phoenix, Arizona. I wanted to see what popped up. There's a couple things that I want you to pay attention to because I think they're important to understand before you start writing your job description. The very first thing is to understand that your default is to sort by relevance. So what is relevance? Relevance is related to what keyword did a candidate put in the search box? Where are they searching from? And how that job description aligns with that keyword in the location. Now, you'll also notice that it defaults to show 15 miles within my location. So if you were in a big major geographical area like Phoenix, it's spread out across dozens and dozens of miles. You may want to consider posting 2 or 3 different job ads targeting zip codes that help give you better coverage around a larger geographical area. Because 15 miles from my location cuts out probably 60% of this entire demographic that we could be recruiting from. So something to consider. But what I also want you to pay attention to is the format. So the first one that shows up is an example from REI. It's going to show in their rating, how they're doing as a company. But I want you to pay attention to this critical area is bullet points. Now, this isn't a fact. This is an observation by Ryan Naylor. No one else has told me this other than the fact that the top job ads always have bullet points. I see it every time. You can go do your own searches. There's got to be an algorithmic weighted factor to bullet points. If you don't have them, I frankly never see your ads in the search results. If you do have them, you have a higher likelihood. So let's play the game. Let's make sure we have bullet points in our job description. The other thing I found very effective is that in every great job posting has a really great introductory section. That's where they introduce the company, they talk about the role, they talk about our mutual vision and what we're going to offer together. This written with this keyword at least 2 to 3 times tends to help your rankings so you appear higher in the search results. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. If Indeed wants to figure out what is the most relevant ad to show to the person searching this keyword, well, they're going to decipher that by the title, the text, and your bullet points. It's that simple. So let's get into it. Let's walk through what we see as being a really good job ad. This is my formula for success. So let me set it up here real quick. I'll draw a couple lines here. All right, so here we go. In my opinion, nothing is better than having a job title that's very specific to the keyword people are searching for. So if it is a sales job, make sure you say the exact thing. Sales, rep. Let's put it in there. Let's put in the exact thing. Here's what you do not want to have in there. You do not want to have money. You do not want to have in there bonus. And you do not want to have in there if it's full-time or part-time. Why? Because those aren't keywords. People would not, when they're building a LinkedIn profile and they say, what's your job title? They wouldn't say $500 bonus. No, the job title should be reserved to the exact title of the job. Make sure it stays consistent. We found more people get kicked out of Indeed search results for violating by putting money signs. And I'm also going to add this little element. Stop putting punctuation marks. It doesn't help. In fact, it can often lead to getting you kicked off of the search results. So, clean job title. The second section that I would recommend that you focus on is the opening paragraph. This opening paragraph, I have found a formula of 2 to 3 sentences in the opening paragraph. I typically will do that 2 times. So I have one opening paragraph, 2 to 3 sentences explaining about who we are, what we're doing, our vision real quick. A second one explaining how excited we are for our growth. We're hiring as a company. That tends to be the perfect gateway into what kind of roles and responsibilities we have for the job. Now, we just talked about it. We want to make sure we have bullet points. Let's get at least 3 to 5 bullet points in there. The most important at the top, the least important at the bottom. And this is a quick snapshot that shows here, this is what you can expect to be doing. Here's what your day might look like. Here's some of the functions, the type of software you're going to be using to make that job great. And it needs to be concise. These should not be paragraph formats. These should be quick line items. And then let's jump in and talk about kind of our skills. Again, what skills are necessary to make sure that I can accomplish those roles? And then the last area, well, second to last area is, I would say, is requirements. If there's specific requirements for the job, what are they? Do you have to lift a certain amount of weight? Do you have to pass some sort of a screening? Do you have to have a driver's license? Again, most important to least important weighted. This formula right here is magic. This isn't, we offer a bunch of free job description templates, and I'll link to some below. Get you started, but it should not take you very long to write. This should be personalized to the job to help you. Now, here's the secret sauce I told you about at the very beginning. What is it that take out of all the hundreds of thousands of jobs that we've helped create through our platform? We know what it takes to be one of the best. We analyze the best performing 5% of all job ads ever posted with our platform, and we found a common similarity on all of them. Are you ready for it? It is company culture. When you can talk about who you are as a company, and you're not talking about just free pizza on Fridays, free lunch here, free giveaways. We love everyone because we do a holiday party. That's great. Those are perks. Company culture is, what is our commitment to you and what can we accomplish together? When you can work through that language and you can stand by it, I recommend bringing that all the way up here. Right in your opening paragraphs is you get into, here's what we believe in. This is why we believe in it. And this is the impact of believing in it. When you can implement that into the first 7 seconds the candidate's reading the job ad, your conversion rate goes up 500%. That is not a made up number. That is fact. That's after hundreds of thousands of job ads going through Viva HR, and we can see what the conversion rate is. We can measure it. So with our software, we actually added the ability, because we know that this is so important, we added the ability to where you can actually drop in images right into the top of your job ad, or even a quick little video. And you can talk about who you are as a company, and it sits right on top of everything. So the first thing they see is videos and photos, and then they read the text ad. When you do that, this is where the magic sauce happens. This is when you start getting the best candidates that convert to your job. But this is our formula helping you with building your perfect job description. I hope it helps. Again, my name is Ryan. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Would love to jump in and help any way I can. Best of luck and happy hiring.